Good morning, everybody. This is Haley from Kingston Community Library, and I'm here today with your Storytime craft. And if you listen to Storytime, you will know that the month is June, and it is National Fruits and Vegetables Month. So we are going to be creating something that is something that's very useful in the summer. It's actually a fan, and it's going to be a watermelon fan, which is also a fruit. So that ties in well with our fruit and vegetable month. All you need to make this craft today is a paper plate. You can use pink, red, or green paint, and if you don't have paint, you could use some pink, red paper or green paper. We're trying to do our crafts every week with items that you might have at home so that you guys don't need to buy anything. So you could also use pens. If you don't have any paint, you could do some coloring instead. You will need some glue and a pair of scissors. And this week's craft is pretty easy. Here is a picture of the watermelon that we're going to do. Pretty cool, right? So you can use it as a fan in the summer. All right, so the first step to making this fan, and I know you guys love to do cutting, is to cut this paper in half, this paper plate in half. We're missing Elliot today. She had a birthday yesterday, and she's still snoozing because she stayed up late. All right, so we're going to cut this paper in half, and it doesn't matter what kind of paper plate you use. I just had this one lying around in the kitchen, but you can use any color because you're actually going to cover it. So I'm going to chop it in half, and I'm not really measuring. I'm just halving the plate. All right, and you can use whichever half. I'm going to use the clear half because it makes for a clearer picture of a fan. All right, and what we're going to need to do, if you're using paper, we're going to practice our cutting skills. And I know you guys like to cut, so we're going to just cut tiny little squares. And you can do that by just going down into strips on your paper, and you can double them up if you want to, or you can cut them singly depending how long you want the craft to take. And you're just going to cut some little squares out. And then what we're going to do is take our glue stick, and we are going to cover the whole of this area here in glue. And then we are going to stick our squares, or our shapes that we cut. They actually don't have to be squares. It can be any shape you want, because we are just going to cover this whole underside of the plate in pink. So you can do pink squares like this, or you can color in pink or red, or you can paint it in pink or red. So this whole area here should be covered like this. Can you see? So I did this on the other side of the plate. So then this is going to be the middle of your watermelon. So what we're going to do next is we're going to attach the stick for the fan. So you can do the stick on the bottom or on the top, whichever way you want your fan to fan you. And I'm just going to, you can glue it or you can tape it, and I find tape for this job works better. So I've got this big tape, but you can use any size tape will work for this. And this is a really quick, easy craft, so it shouldn't take you very long. All right, so we've got a couple of bits of tape. So I am half a fan, so I can be cool. Now what we need to do is we need to do the peel, the skin of the watermelon around the outside. And one more job after that, something in the middle. See if you can think about what's in the middle of a watermelon while we paint the side. So I did find some green paint, but again, you could, if you've got green paper, you could do the collage and stick around the edges, or you can paint. So I am going to, I don't have my paint palette today, so I'm just squirting the paint around the edge, and I'm just gonna give it a quick coat here. And this is going to be the rind of your watermelon. The peel, the skin, the rind, and it's a nice dark green. But if you don't have dark green, that doesn't matter. You can use any green you want, because you'll see when it's finished. It doesn't matter if you use pink or if you use red or a light green or dark green, it's still going to look like a watermelon. And you can also do other fruits too. You could do an orange, or an apple. You can choose different colors there. So you can kind of tailor this fan to whatever your favorite fruit is maybe. All right, so we have the startings of the watermelon. So do you remember I said there was one thing missing? What is missing from our watermelon? It's the seeds from the middle, right? So you can use anything for the seeds. Usually they're kind of a black or a dark brown. And I was looking around my house and I was thinking in my head, maybe we could do raisins because that's another fruit. So you could actually use a fruit to make your fruit fan. But I didn't have any raisins, but what I did have was rabbit food because we have a rabbit. So I found some rabbit food that we could use for the seeds in the middle. But again, you could use, we have sequins too, so you could use sequins, any kind of small black seed. You know what you could even do? I think watermelons are in the shop now. So if you have a watermelon in your house, if mummy or daddy has been shopping, you could actually use watermelon seeds. That would be super cool. Or apple seeds would work too. So that would give you a good opportunity to slice open a watermelon with mom and dad and see what's inside. So you can use any glue for this job too. I'm just using the school glue because the rabbit food that I'm using is it's quite thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blobs of glue all around my watermelon. I'll show you. Just blobbed glue. Already looks like seeds, right? And then I'm just going to I'm just going to take a handful of this rabbit food. I better keep this watermelon away from my rabbit, huh? And I'm just going to pop a little piece, and I'm trying to choose the darker colors from this rabbit food so that it still looks like a watermelon. And this is going to make a really nice fan when it's dried. You don't want to fan it when it's wet, huh? Because you would end up covered in paint that way. All right, one more. And there you have it. Oh, I missed one. There we go. A quick and easy watermelon fan. And you can fan yourself in the summer. This was still wet, so I'm hoping it doesn't fall off. But how cute is that? And you can do it with any fruit, and it is super quick and super easy. And hopefully you have few things around your house that you can do it. So enjoy. We will see you next week for story time. And I'm back on Friday with Harry Potter Fridays. Bye, you guys. Have a good summer. See you next week.